Okay guys, time for the second video. This is going to be explaining why I quit going to Planet Fitness. Um, we already did an update video, so this is just a story time video. I have issues when I go to gyms. I can sit there, work out, and I'll never get a sweat. Hi, Kiba! Hi! You want to say hi? You don't know? My goodness. And as you can see, the dogs are still here. Yes. No. Okay. So the reason I don't go to Planet Fitness, one reason is I'm extremely conscious about the way I look and everything else. I don't like showing skin, as you can tell. You can barely see my arms. And I don't wear shorts or anything like that outside of the house. So yeah, I was always covered head to toe. But people started noticing that I wasn't sweating. I could sit there, be on treadmill, be doing leg day, arm day, uh, workout, whatever I was doing, and never break a sweat. I could be in there with my husband or one of my kids, them sweating up a storm, and not a single drop of sweat on me. Same thing was noticed this summer when my work didn't have air conditioning in the kitchen. It was great. Yeah, 127 degrees in a kitchen. Especially where I normally am, seeing how I am a cook. And I cook a lot of food. What? You don't think I cook enough food for people? He's very interesting. And of course, the Luna is still here, still laying by her mommy. Snow is still laying somewhere. Scruff is in a box. If you go look at my Instagram, I've got lots of box pictures of her. Uh-huh. What else? What else would you like to tell people? He would like you to know that, guys. I'm not for sure what that means, but he wants you to know. Okay? Doggy butt. Okay. Okay, so I would be in Planet Fitness for hours. I went every day religiously for almost 2 years. I know. And every so often, I would have people come up to me and ask me or to inform me that I wasn't working out hard enough because I wasn't sweating. This is going to be the greatest video I've ever made because of this right here. But, yeah, so I would sit there, work out, and work out. You make a great pillow. Did you know that? I'd sit there, work out, never, ever, ever, ever break a sweat. I had this one lady that would come up to me and swear I had my sweat glands removed. And I'd look at her and go, no, I just don't really sweat. I never have. I've never profusely sweat. So I've never had much of an odor or anything like that to myself. And it's kind of funny because this lady was very, very, very convinced that I had my glands removed. And once, twice a week when I was in there, I started going at different times because I didn't want her being in there. But she would swear I had my scent glands removed. She would come up and talk to me, ask me what doctor did it, and I'm like, none. No doctor removed my sweat glands. That would be really stupid. I have enough problems managing my body temperature anyway. If I'm cold, I'm cold. If I'm hot, I'm hot. There's no in between. Oh my gosh, he's really wanting love. Don't you guys love the little bruise on my arm? He did that. He decided to go and nuzzle my arm really hard, and yeah, he's very talented. But, so I went and talked to the management at the Planet Fitness I was going to, and they said there was nothing they could do. I changed times and everything else. I still kept getting persistently bothered by people because, according to them, I wasn't working out hard enough, yet they couldn't keep up with me. Yes, I know I'm fat. I know I'm fat. But at the same time, I'm also in pretty good shape. I run up all the flights of stairs at work every day. I don't slow down. My kids can't keep up with me. And that was a lot of dog hair. I'm going to have to vacuum this couch because someone has a lot of dog hair. I need a better camera so you guys can see this wonderful snowing action that he can cause when he does this fun stuff that he does. This, as I said, is going to be the greatest video I've ever produced because dog hair. Huskies, if you get one, be prepared. They shed all year. Sometimes they shed little bits of hair like this, and other times it's giant clogs of hair. They also like to grab your hand and try to take you places. They try to talk to you. They try to tell you what to do. Go find Scruff. What's Scruff doing? Did Scruff go in Mommy's room? Trying to get him interested in other things, but yeah, that's not working out well. But so I quit going to the Planet Fitness because I was actually made uncomfortable. I had too many people questioning me on how I was working out, how often I was working out. Even though they saw me almost every single day, I would either go in before work or after work, and I work anywhere from 5 hours a day to 13. So I know you hate long days. My phone just has not shut up all day. Hopefully it's no more HOA board crap. No. Okay. No, it's no more board crap. Are you going to put your paw on my face again? You worry me. He worries me, guys. He's like right above me. See, look at this. You stick your finger up and you end up with a husky. But, okay, so I was made to feel very uncomfortable by some of the employees as well that work at this Planet Fitness. They would sit there and watch me, and that creeps me out a bit. It creeps you out too? How bad does it creep you out? Do you like people not watching you? Kiba. Kiba. Do you not like people watching you? I'm looking at you right now. And now he's getting quiet. Really? And yes, now the Doxy is getting mad because he is invading her area. This is great, guys. This is quality YouTube right here. Quality YouTube. Getting stepped on by a husky that is as big as I am. Okay, so this is what it's like to live with a husky. So if you've ever wondered what it's like to have one, this is what it's like. They like to mouth you. They like to take your hand and try to walk you places. They like to give you kisses. They like to be right in your zone. And they like to be the center of attention. But they are sweet dogs, so yeah. I just need to get him a playmate that will play with him because this one is not going to play with him. Yeah, that one's not going to play with him. That one's just going to lay and take it easy. I've got dog hair all over my face. So, can I help you? I've already fed you. I already gave you food. Go eat your kibble. You are not getting any more cheese. Yeah. He's very disappointed. Do you need to go potty? Kiva? Do you need to go poo-poo? Do you need to take a crap? 1 minute. I'll be right back because apparently he has to take a crap. Oh boy. Oh, no editing. We don't do the editing on this channel right now. Okay, dogs. Out. And now the dogs are outside. And the Scruff is here. Hi, Scruff. Oh. And now we have started receiving text messages yet again. Now, I lied to my husband and told him that they didn't have a jersey, but this is HOA again. Yeah, we just opened a playground, so yay. So, now that I am not invaded by puppy dogs, I may be invaded by a kitty cat here in a minute, but nope, she's back to the box. This is what she has been doing all day, guys, okay? So I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to show you. This is the Scruff. This is my son's Amazon box that he left out last night. This is where she has spent the majority of her day, very happily, very content, in a box. I don't see my cat anywhere. So that is where she has spent the majority of her day, is in that wonderful Amazon box. So thank you, Amazon, for boxes. My cats love them. But, so going back to the Planet Fitness, I'm getting distracted by animals. Easily distracted here, guys. Every day I went in, I would have either employees or, I'm going to call them guests, people that worked out there, come up and bother me. Or they would stare at me because I'm overweight and I am working out. At that time, I think I was like 250 pounds. So that's bigger than I am now. I'm now about 189, about there. So I've lost a lot of weight, but I'm still working on more weight because my doctor wants me to be average size red. That would be great. So hashtag average size red is what we're going for. But so we would go, my husband wouldn't get bothered. My husband looks like an angry Mexican guy. Love him to death. He looks angry, but he's the biggest teddy bear you will ever meet. And he would go do his thing, I would go do mine, people would leave him alone, and people would look at me. This made me uncomfortable because I felt like I was being stared at. I was told I wasn't working out correctly, even though I was doing more than them. So in turn, it made me more self-conscious than I already am. And I am already incredibly self-conscious about the way I look, act, feel, talk. I don't use a normal voice at any time when I'm speaking. I use a voice with less of an accent because accents are annoying. And some I can understand perfectly, others no. You give me a very southern United States accent and you're going to lose me. Every time you're going to lose me. You can go from Mexico to Brazil to England, Australia, Saudi Arabian states, parts of Africa. You'll never lose me with your accent. But you take that twang and you just go in there and just be talking like this and you're going to lose me so fast. So very fast that it's ridiculous and I will look at you like you're a dummy. I don't understand it. I've never been able to comprehend that. And so it annoys me. And I had people coming up to me, talking my face, going, "You're not doing it right, honey." You should be sweating. You should be sweating good. Because, girl, you must not have enough weight going, or you're not drinking enough water, but you're not doing something right because you're not sweating. And I'm like, oh, okay, that has nothing to do with me not sweating, but okay, duly noted. Yeah, walk off from them, and then I'd have someone else tell me I wasn't doing it right. And this persisted for the almost 2 years that I was going to this Planet Fitness. I canceled my membership because there was no reason for me to go if I was going to be made uncomfortable every single time I went into the place. I now work out at home. I do my Zumba. I work out at work because I don't sit. I don't take breaks. I run up and down stairs. Whatever it takes for me to get my steps and my heart rate up and me going is what I do. I don't slow down. Um, in fact, this is the laziest day I've had in like 7 days. And I'm at almost 20,000 steps, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm not even at work. I've walked all over my neighborhood a couple of times with the dogs. I went up to the front of the neighborhood, checked the lights and everything else, and then I proceeded to call an electrician to come and fix our lights at our HOA. Yay! And they're supposed to be sending someone out and calling me and telling me what's wrong, and then I will proceed to send that information to my wonderful HOA president, Lisa, and let her deal with that because I don't deal with that. I'm just the secretary. I just take notes. I have to remember tonight I have an HOA meeting, so I got to remember my notepad and a pen, and I really am bad about taking notes. So, yeah, I'll walk up to another board member's house and we will go to that because, yeah, I don't find a use in driving in my neighborhood. I am going to walk in my neighborhood to wherever I'm going. It doesn't matter if it's the pond, the park, whatever it is, I'm walking. I walk to the front entrance to check the lights. I'm in the very back of the neighborhood. So it's about 1.5 miles, 2 miles, and I just walk it, so it's not a big deal. And now I have a Luna wanting in. I'll be right back again. This is what I do, guys. This is what I do. I don't know why I'm taking the long way when I'm just going to step over the side when I come back, but right now this is what I'm doing. Oh, come on, Luna. Kiva is still outside and he is sniffing grass right now, so we are good. Oh, and I'm not losing socks this time. Okay, so I was literally made to feel uncomfortable at this, and now there's Kiva. I don't know if I should let him in. Oh my gosh. You're making this hard, dog. Yes, do you want some cheese? And you guys heard the scruff. She was running from the Kiva. Another piece of cheese. I don't know what's in that corner, guys, but there's something in that corner. And it's not a dog. As you can see, a cute little ear here. Okay, you want a bite of cheese, right? You have to be a good boy. There you go. Now, Luna is the one that I worry about taking my fingers off because she's vicious. But, okay. Okay, dogs. There's yours, Kiva. There's yours, Luna. Now leave me alone. No more. You guys ate the whole piece of cheese, you two. They got about 2/3 and a third because of the size difference. But, So I was made to feel uncomfortable at this Planet Fitness and had people tell me I wasn't doing it right because I wasn't sweating. I don't physically sweat that much. If I do, it's not going to be an amount that you can really see or notice. Don't you dare, Luna. She's sniffing my keyboard. Uh, but it's not going to be enough for anybody to notice or anything else or really to build up an odor or anything. So a lot of people look at me really, really weird while I'm working out or while it's really hot out because I'm not sweating. I'm just overheating. And instead of sweating, I turn bright red. Reason why I'm called red is because my skin tone is bright red when I'm hot or when I'm stressed or when I'm angry. It gets red. Very, very red. In some pictures, I look like a tomato. I don't like looking like a tomato. So I can, one of these days, bring pictures of where I look like a tomato. But not today. But, so that is the reason I quit going to the gym, is because I was made to feel uncomfortable within my own skin. Which that is done all the time anyway. I have some people tell me I'm not fat, and then I have other people tell me I am fat. I know I'm fat. I don't have to. I can see myself, people. I can see what I look like. I don't need you telling me you're overweight. I have to force to have a double chin. I don't have a double chin normally. Now, it would be one thing if I had to didn't have to force to have a double chin. I didn't have to do this stupid stuff, but I do. I'm very active. I don't like sitting down. I don't like wasting my time. I've already vacuumed. I've already cleaned my house. I've decided on dinner. I made shepherd's pie the other day for my husband and my kids. I work on making recipes that are normally hearty and fattening into healthy. I pay attention to everything there is about nutrition and how it can affect people's health and everything else, psychological and physical. And I watch this kind of stuff. I watch it very, very closely. I have learned my food triggers on weight gain. Goodbye bread. Goodbye donuts, cake, processed sugar. So no soda. I drink water, plain coffee, tea with no sugar. Once in a while, I will drink some wine or some tequila or some rum or some whiskey, but it is very, very rare for me to even touch alcohol. And I haven't really drank alcohol that much in almost 14 years. I'm very proud. But that is another story about how I used to drink and how I don't drink now. But people ask me why, when they see the way that I actually eat, they really, really wonder why I'm fat. Because I don't eat fattening food. I don't eat stuff that normal people who are overweight would even eat. I don't like chicken. I don't like beef. I don't like pork. I do like fish. I limit the amount of rice I eat. I don't eat potatoes anymore, and I love potatoes. Anything that I found would cause me to put on weight or cause bloating, fatigue, or me not to feel good, I cut that out of my diet. And I don't eat it anymore. I quit eating sugary foods and sweet foods over a year ago. I dropped over 60 pounds because of just cutting out sugar. Nothing else, just sugar. I didn't weigh as much as I do until after my son was born. I walked out of the hospital at less than 100 pounds with a 9-pound, 8-ounce little boy when I was 20 years old. I wore size 0 jeans out of the hospital with a 9-pound, 8-ounce little boy. A few months later, I got on the Depo-Provera shot. All of a sudden started putting on weight. I'd never, besides when I was getting ready to pop with my son, and there's scruff in the background, guys. I had never weighed over 100 pounds. My parents will tell you they thought I was going to be extremely small my entire life. My parents could not buy me clothing from the store when I was starting school because I was too small. I was incredibly tiny. I weighed less than 25 pounds in kindergarten. I was a very small person. I did not weigh over 100 pounds until after my son. And this is going through high school and everything else. I never weighed over 100 pounds. I was little tiny. I was super skinny the whole time. And that's the way I was. Then I went on the Depo. The Depo, I went up to over 300 pounds in less than 2 years. My doctors did not warn me about the weight gain, did not warn me about the other issues that it causes. And really, I feel horrible about that because if I would have known, I would have just stayed on my low dose birth control, or I would have got a different IUD or something. So be very careful when you're choosing your birth control because it can cause weight issues. And I'm still fighting that. It did something to the way that I put on weight and keep on weight that makes it very, very difficult for me to lose weight. I work out, I am active, I eat right, I don't eat fast food, I don't drink sodas, I don't drink sugary drinks, I am very health conscious. My favorite snack is these little packets of seaweed that I get at the Asian market that are 47 calories per pack, and I'll eat one of those and I'll be full for hours. And I love them. I like nori, I like sushi. I don't eat a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that is not on my diet because I know how it affects my system. If you're having issues with weight gain and stuff like that, do an elimination diet. Find out if it's your carbohydrates, sugars, what it is. I bet you'll figure it out. Cutting sugar out of your diet and drinking more water will make you lose weight faster than anything else that I have ever found. But I will warn you, the first week of being off sugar is not fun. Now afterwards, it's not a big deal. I don't miss eating cakes. I don't miss eating stuff like that all the time. Once in a while, I will try different candies that people bring me from different areas and stuff like that. I don't know why I'm yawning. I bet I am. But I'll try these foods. Don't get me wrong, I will eat about anything. If circumstances are right and it interests me, yeah, I'm going to eat it. And I'm going to probably enjoy it, or I won't ever eat it again. There's certain things I like and certain things I don't, and certain textures I like and certain textures I don't. If it's certain textures that I don't like, I will never eat it again. Even if it tastes fabulous, I won't eat it. I try to send up food that looks good and everything else to my patients because you eat with your eyes. Patients don't have choices of much in their lives when they're in hospitals. So the best thing to do is give them good choices with food and have delicious food for them. So that's what I do. I also make sure it's nutritious, low sodium, and it works for about any dietary needs. And I've done the same thing with my home cooking. Everything that I cook at home is low sodium, heart healthy, good for, if you're like me and you only have one kidney, But good for people like that. And I've always managed this. I'm always learning. I'm always changing. I change up my workout routines. I change out what I'm eating periodically because I get bored. But you have to do this kind of thing. And my doctor wants me at a normal weight to have a baby, so I'm going to do whatever's necessary to get down to this weight. So you guys get to watch me losing more weight. You guys have already watched me lose 64 pounds from my first video on here to now. So let's keep it up. But I'm going to let you guys go because this video has already taken too long. And this is going to be my second video of the day. So I'm doing okay today, and that means you guys get 2 videos this week instead of maybe 1 or maybe a minute-long cat dog video. So yeah, you guys actually got videos today. Now, hopefully next week I'll have a few days off and I'll be able to show you guys how I'm preparing for Thanksgiving. As I said, I'm trying to get a camera where I can actually film and be filmed doing things because I want to take you guys all around the city in which I live and show you guys what it's like to live in Oklahoma. You guys might find it interesting where I live for the simple reason I have Oklahoma City address and a Yukon address all in one, and right in front of my house, back behind my neighbors that are in front of me, is a nature reserve. So I get all kinds of wildlife all the time running and scampering in my yard. But we have fun with this. So next time, you guys, I'm going to ask around the hospital, and I'm going to get a subject that the hospital wants me to cover. So I will let you guys go, and you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Please remember to like and subscribe and spread it like a virus.